Good afternoon, class. Today we will discuss about understanding the market. So, what is a market? So, all businesses have risk, and once an entrepreneur develops a business concept and model, the market is one thing they must consider. The key to success is taking the time to thoroughly understand the market landscape, which means investing in market research to analyze all aspects of the market. But, no, really, what is the market? Unsa man ang market class? Unsa na siya? So, a market is any place where makers, distributors, or retailers sells and the consumers buy. So, it is a place class. No? It is to the whole group of buyers, no, for a good or service. Businesses that operate in markets are competitors of other businesses as well. The other companies or rivals offer similar goods or services. So, case in point, class, no, public market. So, there we can see, no, a group of merchants selling goods and other commodities. Uh, Kita ta sa merkado class na ay mga namaligyag baboy, naglinya, namaligyag isda, naglinya. So, they are all competitors. They are selling all similar products, no? And they are targeting same customer niche. So, mao na siya market class, no? It is a place where makers, distributors, or retailers sell and consumers buy, no? Para mag-abot ang mga buyers o sellers. Mao na siya ang market, merkado. So, markets are composed of the following, no? In order for it to be called a market class, no? Aside from the place, no? There should be a buyer, there should be a seller, no? There should be an institution, an infrastructure, an application class, no? In case of e-commerce, no? So there should also be an importers, processors, storage owners, wholesalers, credit suppliers, government officials, and policies. But ang importante class kanito class, no? Dapat ato mag-abot ang buyers, dapat ato pud mag-abot ang sellers, no? Markets are where buyers and sellers come together to obtain information and exchange goods and commodities. So, class, what is a good? What is the difference between a good and a commodity? So, a good class is usually a finished product, while a commodity class, unsa man class, a commodity is a generic good class. No, it is a raw material. Sir, kung say example, sir, sa good and commodity. Take for example, class, commodity, raw material that you need in order for you to produce a finished product. Example, ana, kay oil, di ba? In order para ang imong business class kay transportation, jeepney, um, air travel, sea travel class, no? So, service ang imong business. So, unsa man ang imong kailangan anak nga raw material para mapadagan nimo imong business? Oil, fuel. So, that is why fuel or oil is a commodity. Another example is harina, flour, no? Flour is the commodity while bread is the finished product or the goods. So, commodity, generic, raw material, no? It is anything that is tangible that has value and can be exchanged for a monetary value, while goods are considered as, no, the term goods are considered as finished product. So, a market chain includes all levels of the market and people that have a role in the distribution and transformation of the good and commodity. So, why are markets important? So, markets are a part of everyone's lives. If you have something that you need, especially when you need it in bulk or maramihan class, no, you go to the market. Why? Because it is cheaper. Why? Because you have many options to choose from. No, daghan na maligya nga to class. No? People rely on markets for food, essential goods, and services. Sir, makonsider ba nga market ng mga malls? The answer is yes, no? As long as there is, no, a buyer and a seller, an infrastructure, matawag na siya og merkado, market, no? Dili na siya exclusive ano market kung farmers market, no, maduka magchinilas. No, no. A place can be called a market wherein if na buyers, na sellers, kanang Lazada class, is it a market? The answer is yes, no? Kung sa may infrastructure na sure, application, app mismo, di ba? So, it is a source of livelihood class because market exists, daghan ang naitrabaho. Impairing markets can have negative impacts, particularly on the poor. Case in point, 2020 class, pandemic, di ba? Di dyan mo mapungan nga unsa man class. Muadto dyan sa carbon para mamalit og pang binignit, di ba? Binignit, no? Malit sila og unsa man class, no? Commodities or goods, no? Adto sila. They are the the buyers, no? Went to the carbon market. Manong man sa carbon market, kaya naman ngadto ang mga sellers. So, therefore, carbon is a market. Important to understand market so we know if our programs are strengthening or harming the market. So, typically class, no, this is an illustration of a market chain, no, wherein we can see the flow of commodities from producers to consumers in this particular illustration class, no. The good or the commodity, no, the goods is sugarcane, tubo, no. Ang farmer, gi-harvest niya ang tubo class, no, it undergo a process class, no, it underwent a process, and then the juice or the sugar, the juice class or the sugar, no, that came from the sugar cane class nga gigbuhat sa processor class, no, gi-trade na po niya, gibaligya sa wholesaler. Then the wholesaler class, itigi-tigi niya class, gi-repack, gi-sell sa supermarket or retailer. Then ang end user class kay ang customer. So this is a typical market chain commodity flow from producers to consumer. So next class, no, we already defined what a market is, what is the market flow from producer to consumer class. No, let's talk about the 5 market concepts. So these are the production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept, and the societal marketing concepts. So what are these class? No, these are concepts class or principle class, no, which are the driving force, no, unsaon na to pag sell ang product o paradigm nila class, no, why we sell product class, no, what's the reason behind. So production concept class. Production concept is a principle that states that the customer would always think of acquiring products that are less expensive but reliable in quality. The production concept advocates that more production leads to a bigger sale. In countries where labor services are way cheaper, production can be maximized while maximizing the cost, increasing the production efficiency. Take, for example, Philippines, India, China, where there is a cheap labor market class, no, are examples of the production concept or marketing, no. But China, among all the other, made sure that it increases its overall production through manual labor available by mass producing and distributing products worldwide, while India, on the other hand, focus on the producing IT practitioners and are working worldwide. So, sir, unsa man jud ang production concepts? It is a market concept class, no, which focuses on unsa man class, no, mass producing products because ingon sila class, if you mass produce, then daghan product class, no, daghan kag production, meaning daghan ang mamalit. Why? Because it is inexpensive, no, reliable and inexpensive. Kung maguba man, daghan og spare parts, no. That is the concept of production concepts, but it put little sa man class, no, little consideration among the customers class kung para nila class, no, kinahanglan bang customers ani dili, wala na lagi consider class. Ang ilang main focus class sa production concept is to mass produce. Kung mass produce class, no, mas daghan tag available product, no, we have plethora of product that are available in the market class, meaning na ay mamalit, so daghan taghalin, no. So it is a marketing concept that focuses on production, mass production, no? To be specific, dinaghanay but quality, no. But what is the advantage of mass production class, no? You can sell your product class unsa man class, no. You can sell your product at a much lesser price kay it is mass produced, no. Yeah, as long as nindot siya og quality, okay kaayo, di ba? Then it evolved as a through time class, no, it evolved from production concept class na that you need to mass produce in order if there is a kuan class no kung daghag ka ng product sa market class no daghan kag haling kay daghan man mamalit di ba, then it evolved class into product concept. So what is the product concept? It is the understanding of the dynamics of the product in order to showcase the best qualities of the maximum features of the product. The product concept states that consumers will prefer products that have good quality. Consumers favoring products that offer the most quality performance or an innovative feature. For instance, a comparison of electronic companies offering similar products o cell phones, no? Product concept nga naman siya tas mabuang man ta kung iPhone na ibang ay no napuntay kidney ani no okay i-sell na pod no. Product concept meaning class customers no consumers will prefer products that have good quality, have unsa man class no good branding kanang naay product recall product concept ba, that is why class no ang ila take for example lagi smartphone iPhone nanong ginas ginamit kag iPhone class kaysa any other smartphone. Why? Because it's the product itself, di ba? The way nila gi-market nila na nindot ilang product, quality ilang product, no? The more expensive it is, no? The more daw nga ginahan ka paliton. Basta, nga day, questions, mas gwapa ba ka kung picturean ka, imay day ka gamit ang iPhone or ang Kuan class, any other smartphones, di ba? Hmm. Product concept, nag-focus siya sa quality sa product, no? Feature sa product, ano, kani man siya imong dapat paliton, nganong safeguard man, no? Kaysa all other brand X, no, na mga brand sa sabon. Why? Mhm. Nganong kani man siya na specific na dishwashing liquid ang imong paliton, kaysa nga daghan mo kay mas affordable pa nga mga dishwashing detergent. So mo na siya, no? It's the product concept because it highlights the product itself na mas quality class consumers will tend to buy it kung nindot siya og quality, no? O na siya mga innovative features, no? So that is product concept. Then there is the selling concept class, no? It proposes that customers, the individual or organizations will not buy enough of the organization's product unless they are persuaded to do a through selling effort. The organization must therefore undertake an aggressive selling and promotion effort. There are certain products class or goods in the market, no? Even services, no? Na dili na ko to kailangan, meaning di kay na siya mahalin. So the concept behind that, no? You cannot mass produce that. Dili pwede ang production concept na thought. Dili po pwede ang product concept, no? Because it is a hard sell. Meaning, walay mamalit anak mo sa tinuray lang. Take for example, unsa man na, sir? Insurance, di ba? Naday mo palit og insurance, di ba gamay ra kaayo? Unless imo jud na siyang i-hard sell, sir, palit ani sir. Oh, encyclopedia, di ba? I remember mo those the days way back no na there are some encyclopedia salesperson na mo travel from one village to another no door to door no ikuha nila ang ilang encyclopedia class no bargain nila i-markets, ma'am, namin encyclopedia complete from A to Z o parang sentrum lang. Why? Because as per se, no, nobody will buy their products, but no, in order for them to have a sales, no, they need to have an aggressive selling and promotion effort. Okay, sa tinuuray lang, no, dili kayo siya ngon ana kagamit na product daw class or goods or services. That is why no dili kay siya halinon. That is why no dili ka pwede product concept ato kay ang product concept unsa man to siya. Consumers will tend to buy those products that are quality no or innovative features. Smartphones pwede na siya or production concepts class no kung car imong baligya class pwede mas produce na production kitang pisa para kanang if maguba ni siya maguba siya ligid natay kanang ano production concept but insurance no encyclopedia di ba wala kayo mamalit ana. That is why the concept behind para maka-sales ka class is selling concept. We also have the marketing concept class, no? It holds that the key to achieving its organizational goals of no the goals of the selling company and the maligya class consist of the company being more effective than competitors in creating, delivering, and communicating customer value to its selected target customer. Take for example class, no? Ang example should ani class kay ang mga unsa man class fast food chain no marketing concept class no langhap sarap chicken joy at affordable price class, no? Just 75 pesos class, no? O makakaon na kag crispy-licious, juicy-licious chicken joy. What about that, sir? Ano marketing concept man na, di ba? Ibayad kag 75 pesos sa unsa man class, no? You paid for the food for 75 pesos, which is nanay profit ang seller ato, ang fast food chain, no? So happy na sila, ikaw, nalipay ka, di ba? Because for 75 pesos class, no? You've tasted a piece of heaven class through that crispy-licious, juicy-licious chicken joy. No, that's marketing concept. It's a win-win situation for both the unsaman class, the consumers and the sellers, the buyers and the sellers. But no, it has unsaman class, no, ang marketing concept class, no, wala siya nun. It has a little impact sa unsaman class sa environment, no, sa long-term goal. Ang ilahalang class, no, win-win situation ang unsa man ang seller o ang buyers, but in case sa long-term goals, sa environmental impact, wala. That is why class, no, from marketing concept class, no, ni-evolve, no, na natin gitawag ron class, no, what we call societal marketing concept. This concept holds that the organization's task is to determine the needs, the wants, and interests of target markets and to deliver the desired satisfactions more effectively and efficiently than the competitors. Take for example, class, no, ang marketing concept class, no, win-win ang customers, no, ang sellers, ang buyers, but it evolved into marketing concepts. Why, no? Take for example, no, the societal marketing concept, no, focuses more on the unsaman class, the needs, wants, and interests of the target market. There are some class who are concerned of our unsaman carbon footprint. That is why class, no, those unsa man class, no, fast food chain, di ba class, kay unsa man class, no, some kay wala na is plastic straw class kay to reduce carbon footprint, o di ba? Starbucks class kay nag-offer sila dili na plastic straw but unsa man class, no, biodegradable straw, no. Shopping malls now, kung ato mo at a certain day class, no, wala sila plastic, no plastic policy, bawal imong best friend ngadto class, no. Kidding aside, no, you cannot use plastic. That is why pusto nila through paper. So that is one example of societal marketing concept, no. You focus on the win-win situation for both buyers, the sellers, as well as the business environment, the long-term goal, the sustainability of the environment class mo na siya. Societal marketing concept, no? That is why, no, ang gigiyos ani kay organic ra na chicken class, no, para unsa man win-win sa environment, kanang mga organic eggs, di ba? Poultry eggs, unsa pa siya class, sa societal marketing concept. Mga facial cream class, no, beauty products that do not test on animals, no, wala sila nagamit ng animals para i-test na. That's one example of societal marketing concept.